Good morning and welcome again to another Making Mondays Matter. And I trust that as we come into this Monday that we will indeed make it matter. If you're like many persons across this world today, then you are waking up to the changes brought on by the COVID-19 crisis. Here in Barbados, where I am, we are under 24-hour curfew. One of the things about crises, however, is that they cause us to rethink what's really important, one, and also two, how best we can do what we have to do. It is out of crises that many great innovations often arise. Uh, when we look at many of the great crises that would have afflicted the world over the last century or so, or even last 2 centuries, we can see that different things came out of the challenges that persons would have faced. Many war historians would point out to us that we went into the Great War on horseback and we came out at the end of World War II in jet planes. And so the crisis of the war prompted great innovation, caused persons to turn on the ingenuity as they sought to deal with the issues that was before them. But even in earlier depressions and recessions, we had great innovations coming out of them. I mean, Thomas Edison and his light bulb was during a period of depression also. And so depressions and recessions can often be the breeding grounds or the catalysts for great innovation. And so I'm encouraging us to allow this crisis that we are in, these things that we are facing today because of COVID, to also be a catalyst for us to come up with new and better ways of doing what it is that we need to get done. Indeed, this morning there are many employer who is seeking to come up with systems and methodologies of keeping their employees productive even from a remote location. And we know that the concept of remote worker has been with us for quite a while, but for most persons it didn't really apply to them and they gave very little thought to it. But because of where we are today, it is causing persons now to think about these things and to see how best they can innovate to make life as comfortable, if you want to use that word, as it can be at this moment. Just yesterday, I received in my inbox many different ads for various kinds of delivery services and online and shopping, things that have been around for a while, but many of brick and mortar type establishment, we didn't pay much attention to it at that time, but now they are being forced to come up with, in some cases, innovative for them as to how they can get their businesses to continue and to continue to be productive. But it's also more important for us as individuals to remain productive even in this period. I don't want to say recession because sometimes we put that in our minds, we start to think negatively. But it is an opportunity really for us to be ingenious in how we approach the different issues that is before us. And the other thing too, in being innovative in this current position, is that it sets us up to be better and to take advantage of all that will come after. Because COVID-19 is not going to be forever. And when we are out of this period, those persons who have best weathered all that is happening now, those who are best positioned, they are the ones who will be able to take greater advantage of the benefits and all the things that will be available at the end of it. So I want to encourage us this morning to think innovatively as we grapple with the rapid changes that's occurring. For many of us, we were at work a week ago doing the normal things that we did, but today we may be at home and trying to figure out how we're going to solve particular issues that are before us. So let's be as innovative. Let's not be overly concerned and focus on the problem. Yes, we need to practice our social distancing and continue to wash our hands, those types of things as we seek to control COVID. And we ought to continue doing these things. But at the same time, see what it is that we can do to move the ball forward, to move ourselves forward, to best position ourselves to take advantage of what the new order would be after COVID-19. And yes, there will be a new order. As I was chatting with some colleagues over the weekend, every time the world goes through some major upheaval, things never go back to being the same. Just think 9/11. Those of us who were traveling prior to 9/11 know how easy, in inverted commas, it was going through airports and airport security. But look at what it is today. And that's what happens. Things change. And we need to adapt to those changes. We need to be innovative. And so I encourage us that as we continue on, let's be innovative and let's make the most of where we're at so that we can be the best that we can be. Again, this is David Ince for Making Mondays Matter, and I wish you a productive week until we see each other next Monday. Have a great, great Monday.